Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Jace Race 2025 is Saturday, June 7th at the North Mahaska Junior Senior High School in New Sharon. The 5K starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1 mile fun run. To sign up, use the links on the North Mahaska Education Foundation's Facebook page. Pre-registration guarantees you a t-shirt, but you can also sign up the day of the race. There will be some giveaways and first place prizes. In memory of Jace Carrico, who passed in 2008, the Carrico family appreciates the community's support.
Southern Iowa, it's rodeo time. The 2025 Albia Chamber Main Street Rodeo returns Saturday, June 7th at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Rogue Rodeo brings us 8 thrilling events, a bull ride showdown, comedy from Ronald Burton, and the dazzling Diamonds and Dust performance. Gates open at 5 p.m. for food, fun, and high-energy action await. Tickets on sale now at albiachambermainstreet.org. Adults $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. Kids only $10. Saddle up for a night of tradition and thrill. Don't miss it.
Neil.
Hey, man, what's up?
You want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
Tell me when.
When. We are live. We are in living color. Good morning, Southeast Iowa. Welcome in. Just another morning show. Steve and Neil.
That's Steve.
Steve and Neil. You.
That's me.
It's Steve and Captain Neil. Captain to Neil.
Captain
and to
Neil.
Neil.
Yeah.
I'm the captain. You're to Neil.
To Neil. To Neil. I am not to Neil.
To be or to kneel? Wait a minute. It's Friday. Hey, ho. Let's go.
Let's go. It is Friday.
Woo, woo. We are raring and ready to go. Hey, we got a lot to get to today. We've got Brooke Geringer coming in to talk about the Sigourney pool. What is it called? The Sigourney Community Pool? Is that the official?
Oh, I thought it was, I don't know. Sigourney Splash Zone R Us come and
Yes.
get the, do they, we need, I have questions to ask Brooke.
Questions. We have questions.
We have questions.
And we're going to get answers. So Brooke will be hanging out about 7:30 this morning. And then Dr. Dan.
Dr.
from Osky
Dan, back in the house.
Popping in at 8 o'clock. Last time he was here, the electricity from Dan
Yeah.
literally shocked our internet into wackiness. He's an
was
electric
odd.
figure.
Yeah. Like he's got some
Maybe
kind of,
Maybe he's just got a lot of static electricity in him. I don't know.
well, that could be.
So Dr. Dan going to be hanging out with us today. How's that new speaker working out over there? Can you hear it?
I can't right now.
Okay, so we've got a little new speaker in here that we're
True.
testing out for our guests so that they can hear everything that we hear. Like,
I sort of want to go over there and just see what it's like.
I mean, you can
Could-
if you
could I?
want.
All right.
Here, let me switch. Here, so Neil's moving. Oh, he's becoming a guest all of a sudden. How are you hearing things over there, Neil? What's it like sitting in the big seat there?
Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay.
Oh, I should probably turn your microphone on too.
That would help.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
Is that weird?
Well, not to someone like us, but
Okay.
the average Joe.
The
Play
average
a sound
Brooke.
effect.
Here's the weather sounder. Does it make you feel weathery?
Yeah, it makes me feel like I should start running.
Oh.
I don't like being over here. I feel awkward. We should do the whole show like this.
Get back into your normal
Okay,
spot.
thank you.
All right. There goes Neil. And there he's going to pop up back in his normal spot. Nothing like testing out the equipment live on the show.
We got to do what we got to do.
We are consummate professionals here on Steve Shetler Media. Hey, we got Brothers Market as our headline sponsor. We thank them. Let me scroll down on my screen that people can't see. Brothers Market, of course, has their. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo with their speaker, but whatever. I can deal with it. Brothers Market has their 2-day meat sale going on. That is started yesterday and continues today. So if you need some meat,
Where's
the meat?
Was in there yesterday afternoon. Rick was showing me some of the good cuts of meat they got. Oh. Man, the New York strips. They look great.
How's that pork butt?
He was carrying a couple out, and he hollered at me. He's like, Neil. Slapped him right there on the butt. He's like, I got your butts. I'm like, Rick, that's not why I'm here. He goes, Melons aisle 1. I think everybody in the store thought we were crazy.
So get in there for your butts, your loins.
Your butts and loins and
your ribs. All this looks and sounds good. So Brothers Market, their 2-day sale for Memorial Day going on. Get in there, take advantage of it.
The hamburger, man. Now's the time to grab it.
Yeah, as Rick was saying, he was giving us the hint.
Yeah,
the insider's tip.
I'd been reading a few things online here and there that said that meat prices were going to skyrocket.
That's stupid.
It is. So, yeah, I need to go get me one of them big old tubes of meat. I like walking around with it.
All right. Well, good for you. Thanks to Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor. Of course, we're hanging out here in the Osky Dental Studios. Neil, would you like to do the honors?
I was hoping maybe I could today, Steve.
Well, you can do it too, Tooth.
Well, thank you.
Toothinator.
I want to talk and get out of here before my boss shows up.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be at work right now.
Uh-oh.
So, but last night was cray.
Cray.
It was nuts. Osky Dental. You can always just... Still got a little last night there in my teeth. Schedule your appointments with Dr. Dan.
You mean your tooth?
We're always accepting new patients. Walk in, say, give me the toothy special. They don't know what it is. Osky Dental will file your insurance forms. They're Delta Dental provider. Give them a call. 641-673-4845. Say, I gotta go, guys.
Hey, we'll see you, Toothy.
Bye-bye.
You know, when Dr. Dan gets here later on, we need to ask like specific questions about Toothy. Like maybe
Does he
maybe
have one
Dan
solid
would know
tooth?
why Toothy only has a solid tooth on top and a solid tooth on
Right.
bottom, and why he only has a right arm.
Well, hopefully Dr. Dan doesn't say it's just a cartoonish figure, because that's going to ruin it for me. I know he's real. He was just here.
Yeah. Yeah, you either play along with us or you're not invited
come
back.
on. You're not invited back.
Even if you are one of the main sponsors. Neil, you ready to jog on over to the
Amber,
weather lab?
Yeah, sure.
What's Amber saying?
Amber's
something?
already in the comments. So, the butt cut is actually shoulder.
Oh,
it's just
come
more
on.
fun, Amber.
Don't ruin it for
Come
us.
on. Everybody needs to get on board today. It's Friday.
But, what's it called?
Butt.
The butt what?
The butt cut.
The butt cut. Everybody do the butt cut.
Yeah.
The butt cut. Come on now. Well, butt cut on over to the weather lab. Time to do the weather. We'll figure that weather sound. I'm going to mess with the camera while you do it.
Okay. The forecast brought to you by the Garden Gate. Right here in Sigourney. Walk on in, see CDD. That's what I call her, Cindy Dillon Dietrich. She's the owner. They got everything you need from floral arrangements, home decor, sympathy gifts, so much more. It's not even, I don't have the time. They've proudly been serving this area for 28 years. Mostly sunny today. I said all that because this forecast is gorgeous.
It's the easiest forecast you will read all year.
I doubt that. But I do love how this forecast played out. Today, mostly sunny and a high near 69. Mostly cloudy, a low tonight around 48. Sunny skies tomorrow. Some clouds in the area, 69 for a high again. 50 tomorrow night under mostly cloudy skies. And partly sunny for your Sunday, 68.
They had to change it up a little bit. They could have went up to 70,
right.
maybe.
And
but they went down. They went down
I
to
bet you we
68.
see 70s over the weekend.
Are you putting money on it?
I'm putting money on it, all 27 cents in my pocket.
All right. So Memorial Day weekend looks fantabulous.
It does.
Now,
Wow.
if we get into Monday, if you have any plans to attend like some Memorial Day services, or maybe just do some cemetery visiting, is that graveside visits? Memorial Day, there is a slight 30% chance of some showers in the afternoon.
Yeah, what are they?
Cloudy and 67. So, I mean, there's a 70% chance that it won't rain.
Right.
And again, Memorial Day Monday, 30% chance of showers after 1, otherwise cloudy and 67. So
Again, though, that's from the National Weather Service. I mean, they don't do the homework like your meteorologist here, Steve Shetler Media, does.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, lots of good weather coming up this
it looks
weekend.
gorgeous.
Plenty of opportunities to mow,
Yeah.
grill out,
Got some plants and flowers that need planted. Get out there, do it.
and to remember why we celebrate Memorial Day for all those soldiers that have given their life for us, for the freedoms that we celebrate here in our country, for two idiots like us to have a morning show.
You suppose there's any of them rolling over in their grave thinking, this is what we fought for? These two idiots? This is what
If they are, we appreciate them.
Exactly.
All right. This or that. It's up next. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. YouTube or TikTok?
Well, I would...
To the top, to the TikTok.
TikTok. I would have to say YouTube only because I've been trying for like a year to figure out this TikTok thing, and I'm just no good at it. I'd like
TikTok.
Yeah, I'd love to make some crazy videos and put on there, but I mean, unfortunately, I'm in some stupid TikTok videos out there, but YouTube, nothing risque, just dumb.
Just dumbness. Yeah. I'm YouTube. The only reason I get on TikTok is that's where 1 Minute with Bob sends me to get his videos.
Yep.
That's my TikTok experience.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, my daughter and my wife say, nope, don't go there.
Don't go there.
You'll just embarrass yourself. So
Well,
I stay away.
I don't know. I like embarrassing myself.
YouTube it is for me. Make sure you get your comments in. That goes up each weekday at 6 a.m. Question of the day. Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. What was your best and worst summer job? That's a loaded question.
Yeah,
it's a two answer.
Best and worst. Worst or worse? Yes, I hope she showered last night.
Best and worst summer job. All right, so just maybe list some of your summer jobs.
Most of I'm thinking, obviously summer job is when you're younger.
I mean, you were a farm kid.
That's
Did
just
you
it.
really
I
ever leave
didn't
the farm?
Yeah, not very often. I mean, so I would say one of my best and worst. So the one job that could be considered both would just be baling hay for Johnny Dumont.
Okay.
Great job, but at the same time,
Hard work.
baling hay. I really didn't get to. Yeah, I didn't have like a.
They didn't let
part-time
you off the farm.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, there was stuff to be done. So
Wayne was like, "Get out of here, Neil."
No, it was more go to your grandpa's.
Oh.
So, like, okay, he pays better anyway.
I'm sure a lot of people are going to say detasseling here in Iowa.
I did detassel for a week.
That was enough for you.
Well, I think honestly, it wasn't even set up as a job. It was through something like a
was just for
fundraiser, like the band or something. It was weird. Yeah, back when. Yeah,
That's horrible.
it was. Oh, I know my worst summer job. I do. It goes back to the farm. It's walking beans.
Oh.
And anybody out there that knows what I mean, they are feeling my pain, and there you go.
Walking beans.
Walking all day long in the hot and the heat and humidity.
I bet when Brooke gets here, I bet the being a lifeguard would be like a fun job.
Oh, I bet it's awful. Getting your tan. Sitting there, being able to just chit-chat.
Wearing a Speedo.
Wonder why they never asked me to be a lifeguard.
I think you had to apply.
Oh.
You had to do like lifeguard classes.
Whoa, what? Like if somebody
give
was
the
drowning,
mouth
you
the
had-
mouth.
See, that's why I thought
Which
maybe
you're
I
an
sh-
expert at.
I'm surprised I didn't. Well, but you got to give mouth to mouth to anybody.
You can't be selective.
You're right. I'd be like, oh, somebody else. No, not my type. I'm sorry, sir. Just hang on.
So my summer jobs: mowing
Yeah.
lawns, which I didn't mind. Detasseling. My first time around, which I think I've talked about, I lasted one day detasseling, then I quit. But the next time around, which was maybe a few years later, I lasted the whole time. So
Well, good.
and maybe did it for a couple of summers, and then I worked at the pipeline over in Harper
Right.
for about 3 summers. Which, hard work, but it was one of those rewarding jobs. There's a lot of lawn mowing, a lot of dirty work, but you went home at the end of the day and you felt like you put in a hard day's work.
There you go.
I also worked, let's see, Russell, what was his name? Russell, that lived out by the Sigourney Body Shop.
Crow.
Not Russell Crowe.
Oh.
What other, not Russell Nicolai.
I'm trying to
not
think.
Russell.
Right. Yeah, right.
Russell, older guy, glasses,
Huh.
bald on top. He did like drywall. Like I was his assistant, and it was not fun. It was not a
Really?
fun summer. But like I mixed concrete and the stuff,
drywall
and
mud.
he would get the little stilts on.
Yeah?
and I would like haul buckets of
Mud.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it was
I
not
didn't know
a fun
you did
job.
that. That's cool.
Yeah, that was just one summer.
That's very cool.
But
Huh.
yeah, those I think those were my summer jobs pretty much. It was never anything not a pretty job by any means, but
I was in the drug cartel one summer.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you survived.
Mexico kicked me out.
Yeah.
That's too good.
When you tried to give mouth to mouth to the wrong guy or what? Or girl? The cartel leader's wife?
Right. Oh, mama.
Let's go to our Arriba. Let's go to our tournament.
Tournament.
We are at the end.
Oh my gosh.
The end is near, and it is here. Our For the Fun of It tournament for May has been cereal, sponsored by our friends at Savage Energy. Stop in at 108 East Washington, north side of the square in Sigourney, for a little something to get you going on this Friday. So we're down to the finals. Lucky Charms against Frosted Flakes. The Leprechaun against the Tiger. And right now, checking earlier today, Lucky Charms has the lead.
This is so bogus. I tell you, these tournaments, people, come on, be real.
Might have to go out and get me a box of Lucky Charms.
Yuck. Ugh.
Eat those little cubes of sugar.
Yeah, the hard, squeaky, crunchy marshmallows. They're
Yes.
supposed to be soft and goodness.
Yeah.
They're not.
So Lucky Charms is leading. Let's take a look at the brackets. As we mentioned, it's come down to Lucky Charms has beaten Cocoa Pebbles, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Cheerios. I mean, that's an impressive list.
Right.
On the other side, Frosted Flakes has beat Raisin Bran, Fruit Loops, and Frosted Mini Wheats, which again, pretty impressive list.
Yeah.
So they have both earned their way to the finals. The winner will be our cereal champion.
Huh.
Votes go till 6 o'clock. Find the individual post that went up at 6 p.m. last night on my Facebook feed and hit the thumbs up reaction for Lucky Charms or heart for Frosted Flakes. I would go personally Frosted Flakes.
Yep, me too.
So maybe we need to vote. If it's close,
Right.
maybe we can make a difference. I usually stay out of this stuff, but
Yesterday, while I was at Brothers, I picked up a brand new cereal.
oh yeah,
It was Kellogg's blueberry bran crunch. Instead of raisin
Blueberry
bran crunch, it was blueberries instead of raisins. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? It
Could be.
It wasn't as great as I was expecting. I mean, it's okay. I'd
Did you
still
have to
just
dump? Did you have to dump some sugar on it?
no. It's just I'd rather have the regular old crunch
All right.
and the raisins.
Okay. Let's see here. We should try to get some more of this stuff out of the way before Brooke gets in here. Let's look at our pet, our weekly pet, which is, of course, Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa, which, by the way, Courtney from Heartland Humane Society will be joining us next Tuesday.
Awesome.
By the way, we are going to take Monday off.
Okay.
We're going to sleep in a little bit on Monday for a day off, so enjoy the day off, Neil.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Me too. I'll be enjoying the day off.
Huh.
Heartland Humane Society Weekly Pet, sponsored by Fairy Dog Grooming Salon. We thank Haley at Fairy Dog Grooming Salon for being our sponsor. And that, my friends, that dog right there is Pickles.
Pickles.
Oh, Pickles. Now, they're estimating a medium-sized dog. It's a 6-month-old puppy right now.
Oh.
It's a good-sized puppy. But they think it's like a wire terrier type of a dog.
Oh.
So kind of wiry fur.
He's a
Pickles is a girl, by the way.
Oh.
So don't mistake Pickles for a boy.
Eee.
Pickle, you might want to rename Pickles to
Piccolette.
Fluffy or something.
Yeah.
There's a woman down there calling it Picky. Here, Picky.
Oh, no.
But Pickles is a extremely friendly dog. Good, very good, and very calm too.
Huh?
Like for a puppy, you'd think that it would be rambunctious.
Oh,
and
yeah.
biting and all sorts of stuff. But man, Pickles was a really good dog. I highly recommend somebody go adopt Pickles from the Heartland
Do it
Humane
today.
Society. Do it today. Do it right now.
Just stop what you're doing.
Wait.
We'll wait until we're done and then go do it.
Yeah. And then they don't open up till noon, so
Oh, so you might as well just wait.
wait till noon and then go see Pickles.
Right.
If Pickles is already adopted, he does have some siblings there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Jalapeno and
Yes.
cucumber?
anchovy,
Anchovy?
avocado,
Ava.
Ava. What is going on?
I don't know. It seems very rambunctious below us right now.
Rambunctious puppies and barn wired. Weekly
Oh.
Weekly top 20.
Look,
Look, I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Anthony freaking Schilling
Well,
is at number 1. He's in the comments this morning.
he's all over the comments, but I liked his earlier one that says, Neil, you scared me. You almost passed me on the top 20. LMAO. Yeah, I really wasn't trying again.
Laugh my anchovies off?
Yes.
Laugh my avocado off?
Oh.
Anyway, Anthony's number 1.
Butt. Pork butt.
Pork butt. Anthony Pork Butt Schilling. How'd you like to have that as a nickname? Hey there, Pork Butt. What up, Pork Butt? That one got Neil.
I don't know why. I'm thinking about it.
Pork Butt. Wasn't that funny,
I
really?
love you, Anthony.
Pork Butt Schilling.
Well, he's done watching the show.
Yeah. Or else we'll enjoy it, one or the other. Anthony at number 1, as always. Bubby at number 2, as always. Again, very solid numbers for those two guys. Nancy comes in at number 3. Our friend Nancy. Amber, number 4. Way to go, Anthony.
Whoa.
Or Anthony. Amber. Eli, number 5. Number 6, Levon, Curtis, Dan, Lacey, James, all hanging in the top 10. 11 through 20, Melissa, Donna, VJ, Sherry, Christine, Douglas, Jennifer. There's that Jennifer Hancock again.
Yeah.
She was like number 3 or something last week. Yeah. And I don't know if I've ever seen her do anything, but she's hanging in the top 20. Thanks, Jennifer.
Well, yeah.
Seth, Pat, and Peg wrap up the top 20. So thanks to everyone for their likes, their comments, their shares. our weekly top 20.
Anthony likes that pork butt.
Now smack that pork butt.
Whoa, easy.
Our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week for this week is Oskaloosa Girls Soccer's Dasa Cole.
Oh, wow.
Dasa had 4 goals in the game last week.
That's huge.
In soccer. So Dasa, and I know, man, she had over 500 votes this past week.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Wow.
So Dasa, I know her family and friends were really getting behind her. So
that's very cool.
It's funny because until like a month and a half ago, we hadn't had an Oskaloosa Athlete of the Week.
Really?
But then we had Tierney Carter, we had Delaney Harbor, and now Dasa Cole. I think over the last 5 weeks. So now Oskaloosa is getting into this finally.
Well, keep it
Oskaloosa,
going.
we have maybe awoke the giant in Oskaloosa, where
Right.
they're finally catching on to what we're doing here on Steve Shetler Media as far as the polls go. So Dasa, way to go. Dasa is our Athlete of the Week, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. State Farm, Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week for this week.
I would imagine.
Deserve it.
I would imagine, yeah.
HLVTC Girls Track, man, they have got a loaded team, got a bunch of girls up at state, which started yesterday with events. So good luck to them. HLVTC Girls Track voted our Team of the Week. So congratulations to them. Trying to think, I was going to start name dropping girls, but I would forget some.
Right. And I get 2 of them mixed up. I don't know why, but I constantly...
Is somebody standing behind the curtain? Come around, show yourself. We know you're here.
That was great.
Oh, we got who?
That was great.
Neil, you might want to help them out.
No way.
We got the Geringer girls hanging out with us this morning. We've got, again, Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week for HLVTC Girls Track. All right, let's take a little bit of a commercial break. We're going to get all settled in here for our guest. We're going to be talking about the pool here in Sigourney. That's coming up here in just a few minutes.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Osky Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Osky Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Osky Dental. Neil.
Hey, man, what's up?
You want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media, and just another morning show. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor. Let's once again bring up some of their information for their Memorial Day 2-day sale, which is still going on today. Get in there and get that pork butt, Neil. Let me turn your microphone on.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely getting the pork butt.
The pork butt and all that good stuff. We also thank Osky Dental for sponsoring our studios. Oh, let me see if I can find their information. We'll bring them up. Osky Dental at 641-673-4845. That's the way we roll here, Brooke.
Yeah. Oh,
Welcome in. Yes, you guys are live and in living color. We got Brooke Geringer and your daughter, who I am completely spacing off her name. Grace, welcome in. Grace, I've known you since you were born, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know your name. Brooke and Grace from the Sigourney. Is it what is the official name? Sigourney Community Pool.
Sigourney Municipal Pool.
There we go.
That's old school. Don't you remember when you were kids and it said
Sure.
municipal pool around
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Municipal.
Municipal.
What's municipal mean?
Hang on.
That's what Neil
what I
has the Google machine in front of him for. Give me the definition of municipal. It's got to be like public, is what it means.
Relating to a city or town or
There
its
we go.
governing body.
All right.
It is pronounced. What?
Municipal is how it's pronounced.
Municipal.
Is that the foreign pronunciation?
Apparently.
Anyway, we're almost there. You guys is the pool ready to rock and roll? Is it even
is
going to be
ready.
warm enough?
Probably won't be warm enough, unfortunately. We are supposed to open on Monday, but with the forecast, I'm guessing it will be later next week.
Okay.
Because air temperature has to be 70 degrees at least, and
Okay.
Oh.
the water temperature needs to be a lot warmer than freezing like it is right now. So
Okay. Now I was talking. Yeah, I ran into Donnie Northup. Wednesday afternoon, and we were talking about it because he was out hanging out at the park, checking things out at the pool, and yeah, he said the water temp was only like in the 50s at that time.
Yeah.
So
That's cold.
that would be a little bit chilly.
Really cold.
that is real cold.
So yeah, next week it only looks like temps will max out into the lower 70s on Wednesday. So might be a little bit of a delay on the opening of the pool.
Unfortunately so.
Okay, all right.
Well, it goes along with our thinking. We're all in the agreement. Memorial Day seems a week early.
It is,
does.
yeah.
So
It's
it
really
seems
early
like
this
if you
year.
had that extra week, the weather. I mean, the weather could always change, but
The weather's the weather.
it is. I just read it. I don't make it up.
All right. So now, are you fully staffed for
Yes.
the pool? You're
Yes,
all
we
good to
are.
go for this year?
Yep, we have some really good lifeguards. We got 4 new ones coming on this year that we're
Okay.
anxious to break into the ropes of the Sigourney Pool. And I've always said it's the best summer job you can have as a teenage kid.
All right.
Or as a grown adult, because I still really enjoy it too.
All right. We were talking, our question of the day. Let me scroll down and get it up on the screen here. We do a question of the day on Steve Shetler Media each day is, what was your best and worst summer job? Now, we were talking, since you were coming in today, we were saying working at the pool is probably one of the best jobs you could have.
Agreed.
What do you think, Grace?
I think so. I love the pool.
How
Always
long
a
have
good
you,
time.
how many years have you worked
This
there
is
now?
my second year.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your favorite part?
Probably the lifeguards. You all get to hang out, and it's
Yeah.
always a fun.
Get some sun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to save anybody?
I have not.
All right. How about
on
you,
wood.
Brooke?
Yes, a couple years ago, like
Really?
the 2 saves of the summer, of course, were when I was on the chair. So
Really?
Wow.
yes, they want to make sure I stay accustomed to be able to, do a quick
really?
save.
Were any exciting stories that you can tell?
No,
or
we have
all right.
been very fortunate. It's probably because we have such great lifeguards that thoroughly watch the pool, so we haven't had to do anything too
Yeah.
severe. We can prevent anything too catastrophic from happening. Hopefully we continue that this season.
And of course, being a lifeguard, it sounds, you're just sitting there getting a tan. But obviously, there's more to it than that. I mean, you're literally there to save people if they need saved.
Yes.
And you guys, what kind of training goes into being a lifeguard?
You have to be Red Cross certified.
Okay.
And so we have a lady that we have been working with from like the Marengo area. We actually go to the Brooklyn pool is what we've done the last couple of years and get certified there. And she puts us through a weekend training and it lasts 2 years. And then after that, you still have to go through the recertification process.
Okay. Now, we referenced the Office episode yesterday, in fact. Are you a fan of The Office, either one of you?
I am not.
There's one episode where
we should have
they're
had
doing
that
the
clip.
training with the dummy, and they're doing it to, they're staying alive.
Do they ever
Are you
teach
familiar
stuff
with
like
that?
Well, I'm familiar with CPR, but not necessarily when doing it to that song. But
Yes. You have to do it to the beat of Staying Alive.
So you'll think about it.
I'm going. Yeah, exactly. Next time I certify.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying. I just can't stop singing.
Oh, you're still alive. Well, that's all right. I'm just getting to the good part of the song.
I'm not stopping.
Now, we were also talking, Neil and I were talking that Neil would like to try out some mouth-to-mouth, but he wanted to be selective on who he would do.
So here, how the conversation went was, I don't know why I was never asked to be a lifeguard, but then Steve said you had to apply.
Yes.
I did not know that.
We don't usually
I assumed that you
out.
wanted me, you would have came and got me.
You're automatically disqualified now. In fact, I think they're going to put your picture up there. Do not allow at the
I
pool.
just was wondering if, as a lifeguard, if you could be selective, because I'd be like, I don't know if I'm doing mouth-to-mouth to that one. So
Not so much.
not so much. Okay. Well, that was one of my questions.
So another thing that would work against you
Don't even.
is you're like a chia pet underneath that sweatshirt. It's like you're all the body hair. You'd probably just float on the water. You probably can't even get
Well, they
underneath
could grab
the water.
on, and I'd save them. I mean, I'm perfect. Are you kidding me? I would sink like a rock.
The hair would keep you
I don't even know if
afloat.
I can front float anymore.
The back
We
hair.
can teach you to swim. We can teach you to swim if that's
They
what you
tried
need.
doing that when I was a kid.
Did you take swimming lessons?
Oh, yeah, 2 summers. The first year I didn't make it, apparently. And the second year, I think I got up to the front float.
Nice.
Yep.
I remember, and this had been, of course, way back when.
Oh, yeah.
Probably late 70s, early 80s. One of the jocks, who was the older jock's brother? Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Jay was my instructor for swimming lessons. And that was back when they had the high dive.
Yeah.
And I was at the top of the high dive, and he was trying to get me to dive in. And, diving off of the high
As a
dive
kid,
is pretty intimidating.
you
I
bet.
don't know how far up that thing was, but it seemed like it was about a mile in the air at the time. But I was bent over, like in diving position, for probably, it seemed like an hour. And he finally had to coax me to dive off with like a bag of chips or something. He's like, well,
Really?
get you a bag, whatever you want, Steve, just please dive off of the diving board.
In that situation, I would have, like, if I were you and teaching someone, I guess I would have just given them a little kick. Is that not right?
Well, they weren't up there with me.
Oh.
He was down in the water. I was up on the high dive.
Gotcha.
I think my mom took a nap, went home, took a shower.
She didn't care.
Came back. I was still in the diving position. Have you guys had any experiences like that?
Oh, yes, lots of them. That moment of panic when you walk out to the end of the diving board, whether or not
it's
I'm really
intimidating.
prepared to do that or not.
So when did they do away with the high dive? It's been several years now.
Oh, it's been quite a while. I first started lifeguarding out there in 1993, and it was long gone by then.
It was.
Really?
I couldn't remember either if it was still there or not.
I have a scar on my ankle. I actually went up, walked up the high dive ladder or whatever you want to call it, and then slipped at the top and fell down.
All the way?
Yeah.
That's not very...
That's a pretty steep drop down to that concrete.
Well,
yeah.
That explains some things.
Yeah. I didn't hit my head.
Oh, okay, good. Wow. Man.
Grace, do you get to give swimming lessons?
Yes, I do. I give public swim lessons, and we also do private swim lessons.
All right. And then, do all the lifeguards?
Yes,
do
everyone
that?
does public, and it's optional to do private.
Huh. Okay.
Encourage, though.
Yes.
We encourage all lifeguards
Yeah.
to do the private.
Yeah, fun. And then as far as adult activities, I know wasn't there something in the morning going on last year?
Well, we did try out lap swim in the morning,
Okay.
but I think this year we're going to probably stick with just the noon lap swim daily at
Okay.
$2 for lap swim, and then Ruth Manchester will teach water aerobics on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7, starting
Neil.
June 10th.
Water aerobics. Sounds
Could lead to an Olympic career.
Sounds like way too much effort. I don't need now.
Now, if people... do they still do like pool passes for the year and season passes and all that?
Daily admission is $5. After 5 o'clock, it's $2.50.
Okay.
You can get punch cards. I think it is like $10 10 punches like for 40, so it gives you a little bit of a deal. And 2 cards is $75, so it brings it down a little cheaper too. So we got rid of season passes a few years ago. It just wasn't profitable enough to what we needed to.
Okay. And where do people purchase those?
At the Sigourney pool.
Okay. All right. Nothing at the city hall or anything?
You can pick them up there, but once the pool opens,
you'll have everything.
Yeah, we'll have everything out the Sigourney pool, so it's probably best.
What are normal pool hours?
1 to 7.
1 to 7. Okay. And is that every day?
Yep, every day other than the 4th of July with the free swim from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been around for so long, and people just look forward to it and expect it, and I'm guessing that is a ridiculous busy day too.
Completely.
Like maybe not even fun.
Not for the management of the lifeguards, but
Sure.
but for all the patrons that get to enjoy it, they like it. So
Is there a capacity?
There is a capacity. I can't tell you it off the top of my head, but there is 1,
2, 3.
We had to abide by it with RAGBRAI those couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other.
I'm assuming you don't have to worry about it on a normal day.
No, not on a daily basis. Just on a special occasion like RAGBRAI.
Okay.
Years ago, and maybe they still do it, they had a different price if you were a city kid versus country kid. Is that still going?
Nope. Now it's just
What was all about that? I mean, us country kids.
You're putting me on the spot here because this was a very sensitive subject out there over the years.
But so it's just not a deal anymore.
It's just $5 daily unless it's after 5 o'clock. It had to do with city. If you lived within city limits, you paid a water tax, so you got for the pool, and so you got a little bit of a break on the admission.
Sense.
But
those country kids were screwing the system.
It got a little gray area there and people, it's best that we are going with the $5.
No, I think so too.
Keep everybody happy that way.
As a kid, I never really cared. I mean, the whole 2 times a year I ever went to the pool, but I know there was other people that were like, I don't get it. It's like, well, how often do you really go anyway? So it doesn't matter, but that's cool.
All right. Well, I know you guys need to get going. Last day of school, right?
Yes.
Grace, how's the school year gone?
It's been good, long, but
What
good.
what grade are you wrapping up now?
I am a sophomore, so I'll be
All
going
right.
into my junior year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he knew you when you were that.
I did.
Wow.
I didn't know my name.
But I mean, just
the Geringer girl.
He probably knew the youngest one or something, yes.
Yeah.
The redhead, usually.
Hey, one last quick question. Do you guys still have the huge pixie sticks?
Oh,
sometimes it all just depends. We have had those from time to time. It just depends if our distributor can get them or not.
We should get some of those and have on hand up here.
Yeah.
If we get them, I can definitely give you guys a shout out.
Oh, please do. Please do. Yeah.
Maybe you could even, I don't know, give us a little more promotion out there for,
there you go.
for a couple pixie sticks.
Oh, heck yeah.
We'll bribe you with candy like we do the kids.
That's perfectly fine.
To get me off of the top of the high dive.
Yeah.
All right, quick. This or that. These are daily things we do. YouTube or TikTok? Which one would you guys pick?
I know which way this is going to go right now.
YouTube for me.
TikTok.
Of
course.
That was easy.
Lucky Charms or Frosted Flakes?
Lucky Charms. The marshmallows.
And they're probably Lucky Charms, I guess.
Oh,
they're not real marshmallows.
And then best and worst summer jobs. Obviously, we know the best is the swimming pool. What was your worst summer job experience?
Have you ever had any other summer job?
Yeah, working for my dad, picking up sticks along the creek bottom.
There you go.
And all that on the farm. So that was no fun whatsoever.
Grace, have you ever had a job outside the pool?
Not really. I babysit, but other than that,
Okay.
the pool is
That's
my
a
life.
job in itself, isn't
She's
it?
been there since she was like 3 years old.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah. Sure, you grew up at the pool, so awesome.
That's cool.
Well, Brooke and Grace, we appreciate you guys coming in today. Have a great last day of school.
Thank you.
And have a fantastic summer. You know, if you want to pop in every once in a while, if you have anything coming up at the pool that you want to stop in and talk about, just let us know. And maybe this has not been the nerve-wracking experience that you were thinking it was going to be.
Right.
It wasn't too bad at all. You guys keep it very comfortable.
Yes.
So we appreciate
try.
that.
We try.
Well, good. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Let's hang tight. Actually, let's get a picture, Neil. We'll get a picture of the girls before they get out of here, and we'll take a commercial break and be back with more after this.
Hi, Clint. Hey.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint. Hey. How you doing, Clint? At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible. Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, we thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. Of course, we're broadcasting live from the Osky Dental Studios. Thanks to Brooke and Grace Geringer for hanging out with us this morning from the Sigourney Municipal Pool.
Yeah.
Make sure you get to the pool this summer. Yeah, as they mentioned, it's a little bit too cool. They usually open up on Memorial Day weekend, but too cold right now. So
I wouldn't want to jump in that water.
No,
thank you.
You know, they do that ice water bucket challenge. Maybe you could do that by jumping in the ice cold pool.
Luckily, I've never had to do that. All the different times that challenge has come around, I've never been nominated, never had to do it. Thank God.
I wouldn't. I mean, what's the purpose?
For fun, Steve.
I don't think it's
some
fun
people
to
like to have fun.
Well, I don't. No fun. Quit having fun here.
Wow.
At 7:48 on your morning, if you're watching the live video, maybe you're listening to this later on in podcast form, like that one guy does. So,
thank you, Bobby. We appreciate you. Thanks, friend.
Listen to this show every day. Listen to Sports Section, Iowa Music Showcase, Tuesday Night Tune-Up. They're all there in podcast form. If you don't have time to sit and watch a video, or you can't, get all this show in the morning, you can always listen to it maybe on your way home from work if you'd like to do it that way.
Or once you lay down at night.
Yeah.
Soothing voices.
We'll talk you to sleep.
Yeah.
A little pillow talk. Hey, coming up here shortly, our Iowa Music Showcase artist Robbie Michael will be calling in. If I remember to watch the phone, I got to keep one eye on the phone, one eye over here.
And I will every so often hold my Post-it note up.
Yeah.
That says phone.
Phone.
I'm going to move this right here to the corner so I don't lose track.
So 8 a.m., Robbie will be calling in. We'll be talking to him about the Showcase Showdown. We've got Dr. Dan Schuster from Osky Dental coming in here in probably just a few minutes, hanging out with us during the 8 o'clock hour. So we've got a lot to get to. Shall we do? Yeah, we haven't even done on this day in history.
Right. We are behind.
So May 23rd, on this date in history, 1873, Canada. Canada created the Mounties. They're going to get their man.
Mounties.
The Mounties. What is that the equivalent of in the United States?
I don't know.
Are they just like police?
I'm guessing. Maybe
Is there an army of Mounties? The Mounties.
Army.
We're
of
coming to get our man. 1873.
I don't even know how to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. On this date in 1922, this sounds like boring radio. A debate was broadcast on the radio for the very first time.
Oh. Man, can you imagine?
Tell you what, Skunk River Radio will not be airing any debates.
Yeah. Wow.
But there will be some of the Hayes.
That's what I've heard.
Your friend the Hayes.
Yeah.
Your friend and mine. 1934 on this date, bank robbers Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, Bonnie and Clyde were ambushed in Louisiana. So
on this
date, they were shot and killed.
It was sort of a massacre. I mean,
Bonnie and Clyde. On this date in 1984, it was on this date that the Surgeon General first brought secondhand smoke to our attention.
Oh.
Nobody knew about it until then. So, secondhand smoke.
It took that long to figure that out.
Yeah.
And just because you went into a McDonald's and they had the ashtrays on this side and the no ashtrays on that side, you didn't think that was somehow going to just come over?
That invisible barrier was going to stop that smoke.
I mean,
how would you like, now you and I don't get on planes very often,
right?
But how would you have liked to have been on an airplane with smoking?
I can't imagine how they even were allowed to do it. That'd been horrible.
I mean, here locally, the White House.
Yeah.
Man, it just chokes me up even thinking about what the White House smelled like.
Yep.
You walked in and your clothes stunk like smoke for the rest of its lifetime.
That's just it. It has been a nice, I know some would oppose it and still do, but it is nice walking in places and they don't stink.
Yes.
The bathroom that you expected, but not when you're eating.
So that's stuff. As far as days, I kind of threw away my thing.
Oh, yeah.
Too soon. Days. On this National Day calendar today, we've got International... What? International Day to End Obstetric Fistula. What is that? That sounds nasty, whatever it is. And it's probably something horrible that I shouldn't be laughing at. Obstetric fistula.
Okay.
Fistula.
Serious childbirth injury where an abnormal opening forms between the birth canal and either the bladder, rectum, or both, leading to uncontrollable leakage.
Why did you have to look that up?
Why?
That's horrible. I knew it'd be something horrible.
Leakage.
That's horrible.
So
We're
bad.
horrible people for laughing.
You wanted to know.
Say it.
You needed to know.
I needed to know. National Taffy Day. We're just going to move on.
There you go.
That didn't happen. The fistula didn't happen. National Taffy Day.
I like taffy.
Fan?
Yep, I like taffy.
Laffy Taffy. And National Lucky Penny Day. If you see a penny, pick it up.
All day long, you'll have good luck. It's also Carb Day. And not what you're thinking. This is a day for racing enthusiasts. Carburetor? Carb Day. Don't Fry Day. So, what? Oh, so don't... It says you wouldn't let your child smoke. Why let them fry? Sunscreen. That was stupid.
Smoking and sunburns? What?
I don't know.
That's kind of a stretch.
National Cooler Day. Grab your cooler filled with ice and drinks. Let's head out and celebrate.
Some Diet Mountain Dew.
National Road Trip Day. That's why you need your cooler. World's Crohn's and I don't know what that word is. I'm almost said it, and I think that would be bad.
Kahlua?
No.
Oh, something else.
Colitis, but it doesn't look like
colitis.
Maybe that's it. I was going to say colitis. It's
yeah,
also National Death Busters Day.
Death Busters.
Let's remind ourselves and our loved ones to buckle up, be cautious, and drive safely on National Death Busters Day. You couldn't come up with a better name than Death
Who are you going to
Busters?
call?
Death Busters.
Death Busters.
Those are horrible days.
Fistula. 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 Let's go to things you need to know. We're probably not even going to get into these very long. Phone's going to ring.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Dan will show up. Things you need to know, we'll at least start into them. There was no Jimmy Kimmel show on Monday night. Not that anybody would stay up and watch that garbage. But Jimmy had to cancel his show to join his daughter at the hospital where she was giving birth to his first grandchild. Oh,
well, there you go. Wow, really? Don't they just play a
replay?
Yeah.
You'd think so. Justin Baldoni has dropped the Taylor Swift subpoena.
Oh, good.
And the ongoing legal battle with Blake Lively. I mean, they all thought it was just to get attention anyway, which it was.
Right, and they're still doing it.
Yeah, and they're getting more attention from it today just for dropping it. You're not a football fan, but longtime owner of the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Irsay, has died. That was that happened a couple days ago. 65 years old.
Wow.
When I was younger, 65 seemed old, but now that I'm going to be 53 this summer, 65 is not that far away. So
No, not at all.
So, yeah, too bad.
You're old.
I am old. I'm closer to the end than the beginning.
Oh.
Erin Andrews has revealed that her surrogate experienced a miscarriage with the sportscaster's second baby.
Oh, that's awful.
Surrogates are that's kind of that's a weird thing.
Well, obviously Erin can't have them.
Yeah.
So
probably.
I mean, normally that's why you get a
It's
surrogate.
a sucky situation.
Yes.
I'm not making light of that. So let's just move on. My apologies. According to a new study,
my apologies.
54% of Americans plan to reduce their travel spending and dining out due to,
well, everything's so expensive.
Everything's expensive. Things will never go back down. That's what.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah. Over half say they're going to plan to reduce spending on travel and dining out. Pro boxer Georgia O'Connor. I don't know who this is. I'm assuming that's a girl. Has died at the age of just 25.
Whoa.
After another miscarriage and cancer. That's a strange combination.
Gosh.
Cancer and a miscarriage. Just 25 years old. Georgia O'Connor, a pro boxer.
Is there anything I need to know that's like happy?
Push it. Salt and Pepper.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
They're suing. Yeah, this isn't good news, really. This is just news. Salt and Pepper, the female rap duo, has sued their record label to reclaim rights to their recordings, including Push It.
Push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. If you don't know who we're talking about, look them up. Salt and Pepper. It's not pepper. Pepper. They had a couple other big ones. I just don't know what they were now. What were they?
Well, one was kind of a naughty song.
Oh, it was. Oh, I don't remember that.
Push It. That had to be like 1990?
Oh, probably.
89, maybe? I don't know.
Salt and Pepper.
Push it.
Wow, you are. Ooh.
You have to get that in there.
Shoop. Yep. What a man, what a man.
Yeah.
What a good man.
What else?
Wait, is that they sang that song? None of your business.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, push it. I'll take your man. Shake your thing.
Oh, yeah.
Groove me.
Oh, yeah. What does that mean?
Ain't nothing but a she thing.
Love it.
Wow. Yeah, let's move. Ooh.
Salt.
They got some. I didn't know they had names of songs like that. Interesting.
In November they say men they let their beards grow out. What's it called?
No Shave November.
Yeah. Well, now they're doing this for yard work as well. Phone's ringing. They say no mow May and let it bloom June, where people just let their yards
that's dumb.
Get out of control. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. I am assuming this is Robbie Michael on the phone. Hopefully it is. Robbie, what's up?
Not much. How are we doing this morning?
Doing okay. How about yourself?
Oh, doing good here. Enjoying some coffee.
Yeah, I'm sure you're just getting up and getting going on this. It's a beautiful Friday. Yeah, this is perfect. And where are you calling in from? Are you over in Osky?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, you moved to Osky here not too terribly long ago, right?
Yeah, I think actually about almost a year ago now.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, Robbie Michael is our guest on the Iowa Music Showcase coming up a little bit later on today. We'll be live with Robbie from 11:30 to noon at Barn Wired in Sigourney. And has it been, it's been about a year since you were on the show?
Yeah, actually, I was looking last night. I think it's been almost exactly a year.
Oh, really? That is crazy. Yeah, well, I knew we were right around that time frame. I'm going to bring your logo up on the screen. So I want to ask you, we've been bringing your logo up on the screen this week during the morning show, just kind of getting people hyped up for the show. Is there any certain meaning about the logo, or where did this logo come from that we're looking at?
Yeah, actually, that's my family crest. I was doing some genealogy last year, and I came across, I guess, my family crest from before we came to America.
Oh, cool!
And it's exactly that logo is my family crest without the Robbie Michael in the middle, but the outside of it is exactly what my family crest is. So
well, that's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
I thought it looked neat, so I decided to borrow it for my logo.
Sure. Yeah, my co-host here, Neil, was assuming that's what it was. So you guessed right, Neil. Good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good guess. That's the first person that's come up with that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really? Yeah, it just made me think of that as soon as I saw it.
That's cool.
Yep.
So again, Robbie Michael going to be our guest a little bit later on today, 11:30 to around noon. We're going to get some live original music from Robbie. We'll get a live interview. Of course, people watching can come and be part of the show and watch live at Barn Wired. You can, of course, watch it on Facebook or YouTube and listen to it afterwards in podcast form. So, Robbie, I'm looking forward to getting caught up with you later on today, and we look forward to seeing you at Barn Wired.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, too.
All right. Well, thanks for getting up and calling in on a Friday, and we'll see you in just a little while.
Sounds good. See you then.
All right. That is Robbie Michael. Excuse me. Thanks to Robbie. Yeah,
that's okay. I had a sneeze right in the middle of all that. So,
thanks to Robbie for calling in, and he'll be bopping over to Sigourney. Bebopping.
I like it
that
when
little
they
devil.
Bebop.
Robbie Michael will be coming to Sigourney for our Iowa Music.
How cool is that?
Showcase.
I was just his logo made me think Family Crest, and I wasn't guessing that's what it was, but it reminded me of the one.
That's
pretty
very
sweet. Cool. I wonder what our family crests are.
Yeah, I know. That'd be a good tattoo.
Yeah.
The Shetler family crest.
On our forehead.
Yes.
Yes. You said that way too easy.
Yes.
No.
We should do like a Steve Shetler Media Challenge where somebody can get my logo.
Okay, hold on. Whoa.
Tattooed on their head.
Wasn't there a story about that?
There was.
About the dude that did it?
Wasn't that in the Quad Cities?
It seems like it.
Like a radio station was joking
right.
that they would pay, or I don't know, there's some sort of
win
prize.
Some crazy surprise. A car. Maybe it was a new car or something.
Somebody actually did it. They got the station's logo on their forehead.
And then they, of course, found out it was a joke.
Yeah.
Because most everybody else realized that as well. And so then the guy turned around and was trying to sue him. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb. So
Yep.
don't be don't be tattooing.
I mean, if you want to, under your own free will,
right,
get the Steve Shetler Media logo on your forehead. I mean, I've got plenty of room up here to get I could just go on maybe
prime real estate right there, baby.
The full, like maybe the bald spot in the back that I have. Go. I could fill that with a tattoo.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people have my name tattooed on them somewhere.
I love Neil, but they probably have Neil spelled wrong, like Neal.
Right. Or they're just regretting it.
That too. That too. We're in the midst of doing things you need to know, but we did get to the top of the hour. It's 8:05. Let's take a look at our forecast.
We need to, because it is a beautiful forecast this weekend. A lot of people got plans for the Memorial Day weekend, and it's going to be great. Mostly sunny today, 69 for a high. Mostly cloudy tonight, 48. What do you know? Partly sunny for your Saturday, a high of 69. And I should mention, light winds. 5 mile per hour today, 5 to 10 tomorrow. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful, stunning, I might even say.
Fantastic.
Yes, fantastic as always. Partly sunny on Sunday, a high near 68.
Love it.
Man.
Love it. We love the Garden Gate for sponsoring. Thanks, Cindy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you make a good forecast on occasion.
Yeah, you mix it up in the weather lab. Pretty good. Hey, coming up later on, as we just mentioned, just talked to Robbie Michael live at the Iowa Music Showcase. Make sure you stop into Barnwired for that or watch it here on Facebook, YouTube. Coming up tomorrow morning, we'll have the sports section. And by golly, Ned, we do have a show lined up for you.
Already?
We've got Kyoto track state competitor Aiden Galendo will be there. We've got, check this out, Carly Goodwin.
No way.
Making her return to Sigourney and the sports section. Carly, of course, was the star pitcher for the softball team, the state championship Sigourney softball team last summer. She went to UNI, had a great first season there. Jenny Hobbs reached out to Carly, and
That's
Carly
cool.
Goodwin going to be on the show tomorrow. We might possibly, I'm still waiting to confirm one more guest. So it might possibly be a 3-segment show tomorrow. But yeah, pretty loaded show already.
Wow.
So tune in Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for the sports section. Let's go ahead and get our community calendar out of the way. It's brought to us by Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney off Highway 149. For whatever event you want to book, do it. Book it, Dano. At Enchanted Events, get a hold of Mel or Chelsea. On the calendar, let's try to focus on stuff for this weekend. Just a reminder, your flavor of the week. Steve Shetler Media flavor of the week is lemon. That sounds tasty. I know. Sounds refreshing.
It'll taste good tomorrow afternoon with 69 degrees.
At Walker Drive-Thru. So get that. As we've mentioned numerous times, Brothers Market having their 2-day meat sale going on. Coming up on Monday, I'm sure there's more than I'm aware of as far as Memorial Day programs. But Lions Club Memorial Day program, Watch Your Opera House with the Keokuk County Freedom Rock. That is Monday at 10 a.m. Then they're going to have all sorts of different presentations and programs at the different cemeteries around the Watch Your area there. So put that on your calendar. Again, I'm sure there's tons more that we're just not aware of. If you have anything community calendar related, you can always send it to me and I'll get it on there. Also going on here at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club, we've got a couple of things on Saturday, and boy, is it going to be a perfect day to get out to the Golf and Country Club. They've got the pitch tournament going on tomorrow. Take advantage of that. They've also got, let's see here, the annual golf tournament. So you can play some golf, you can play some cards. Sigourney Fireworks annual golf tournament is tomorrow, so get in on that. Is there anything else going on this weekend? That might be the main things that I wanted to get on there. But yeah, lots of stuff for the community calendar. And yeah, can't say there's nothing to do. Make sure you get out there and participate in different things. Let's go ahead and jump into our birthdays. Let's do it. Lots of birthdays.
Are there?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. God bless you.
I like the very end when it's I love that. Whoa, what is going on? Holy cow, there's a lot of birthdays on here. Hometown Real Estate, Nikki Leathers, broker, owner, and realtor, bringing you your birthdays along with Chucky the Chicken. Hometown birthdays. Is he done? No. Today, Heather Clemens celebrating a birthday. Chad Heistoffer. Heisey, happy birthday to you. Jan Walrick, Glenn Knoll, all birthdays for this Friday. Tomorrow, Eloise Searon. Happy birthday, Eloise. A day ahead. We might have to even give her a shout out today. I hope you're here. You're always in my heart. I like giving Eloise
our
a hard
ladies
time.
at the Iowa Music Showcase are some of our favorites.
Oh, yeah. Also tomorrow, hey, relation to you.
The boys.
Andy and Aaron Renner. They both have a birthday on the same day. That's
Imagine
crazy.
that.
I don't get it.
They're twins.
Oh, that would be why.
Shock.
That
Spoiler.
would be why. Spoiler alert. Stephanie Beinhart celebrating one also tomorrow. On Sunday, Craig McClanahan celebrating. He must be what?
20.
Every
girl's crazy about Craig McClanahan.
Absolutely. And Jack Munson on Sunday as well.
Yeah.
So happy birthday. Happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there celebrating a birthday. You are okay in our books.
You're special.
Well, I hope not. Celebrity birthdays. Oh, good. Joan Collins is not dead. Fantastic. Actress Joan Collins, 92. Whew. Oh, wait.
Get this
is
next
that,
one. Get it.
Yeah, that's that Anatoly Karpov. Anatoly Karpov. Anatomically Carpool. 74. He played chess. Or does play chess. From the news side of things, what is John? What? Who
Quinones.
knows? Okay.
You would know. He's a guy that's like on those TV news programs in the evenings.
No. Well, he's 73.
Yeah.
And should have changed his name when he went on TV. Quinones. Drew Carey is 67. Host, actor, comedy.
I want to be Drew Carey when I grow up. I
He
want to
has
host
done
The Price is Right.
Much. Now, see, what I really miss him on the most was the show Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes, that was a great show.
He was great on there, too.
Yeah.
Country music, Shelley West, turning 67. Oh, wow, 67? Well, I didn't know that. News to me. Actress Melissa McBride, 60. I like to add little things like that to make it sound like I know these celebrities. I really don't.
Melissa McBride was from The Walking Dead, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That's about it.
Oh, well,
she hasn't
that's
really
all right.
been on anything else.
Oh.
Shelley, you've never heard of Shelley West?
I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, but I just don't remember.
From the way they've always talked about Shelley West, I would have imagined her like 20 years older.
Oh.
I mean, she seems
like she's been around that
She was
long.
never relevant in country music like when you and I were in country
Right.
music, which...
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to Google
Well,
her.
do it.
You do your thing.
Because the next two celebrity birthdays are both singers, and unfortunately, they only have one name.
Yeah.
Maxwell, he's 52. I really don't know who Maxwell is. I'm guessing he's some rapper or something.
I'll do the Googling here.
Yeah, that's fine. And then singer Jewel is
there's
51.
Maxwell.
Oh, Maxwell. Nah, don't really... yeah. Maxwell. He's a musician.
He is. He's
Yeah.
into music and stuff.
Wow, look at
Let me
that.
go down to his...
Oh, my. I don't know any of those.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a singer, musician, stuff like that. Jewel, 51. That's... Jewel.
You know Jewel and her gap teeth?
Not anymore. They're fixed.
I know you always say that. You always stand up for Jewel.
I've always had a little crush on
It's like
Jewel.
she's your girlfriend or
I have
something.
had a crush on Jewel for a long, long time. I'm not going to lie.
Like gap teeth? Does that do it for you?
Even then, I didn't care. But Jewel does have a last name. And I had it in my head until I just tried to say...
That's a good story.
Kilcher.
Kilcher.
Her last name is Kilcher. If there's one of those shows about Alaska, people living out on off the grid, and yeah, her parents are up there living, and she visits once in a while.
Well,
I've actually watched the show.
That's nice of her to go see her parents occasionally.
But yeah,
up in Alaska.
I thought that was interesting after seeing her on the show. So yeah, happy birthday to everyone celebrating. Even if you aren't a celebrity, your birthday's just as important to us.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, Hometown Real Estate and Nikki Leathers, for bringing us your birthdays.
Did they ever take away the stocking order with you and Jewel? I know
No.
there's some issues there, but
Didn't she live in a van while she was coming up in the music industry?
I don't know.
I maybe know too much about Jewel. I think I was stalking her. Wow, that's interesting.
That is good stuff.
Okay, well.
Hey, we welcome in our next guest on this Friday. He returns to the show. Now, the last time Dr. Dan was on the show, you caused such electricity in the air that you shocked the internet. We went off the air. That hasn't happened yet this morning. So,
that's because when I was younger, I got struck by lightning. So, I had that electrifying personality.
That doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise me.
You're full of interesting stories. Did you really get struck by lightning?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I was on top of my uncle's barn, and I was helping roof it. And,
During a storm?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
It was a clear day. It was just hazy. And next thing I know, there's a tremendous, my hair stood up and tremendous amount of heat, and I don't remember diddly squat for about 10, 15 minutes. And there was no safety line. I just happened to be on the crotch of the roof, and I just slumped over.
Oh, jeez. Man.
My uncle seemed to be very motivated to get me down shortly after that.
I would hope so.
Wow, that's cool. We start off with a bang.
No joke.
How old were you when that happened?
I was 9.
9 years old.
Boy, that almost be traumatic as a 9-year-old.
Well, yeah, because it burned a hole through my jeans and the back of my shirt, but it didn't leave any scars.
Wow. Do you like getting on barn roofs to this day?
Do storms make you nervous?
Right.
Last week when there was a flash of lightning, and I just kind of sat by the car because
bet.
I was getting into the car, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay, I'm okay.
Right, I'm sure.
Wow, that's
insane.
Yeah. Dr. Zan, I was going to say. Dr.
Zan.
Dan got zapped.
Zapped. That does explain a lot to us. I wonder if I ever got struck by lightning. I just don't know it.
I was actually thinking more alien abduction type thing.
Yeah.
Well, see, that I could see with Steve. I'm
Nanu.
I mean, unfortunately, let's be honest here. I probably am a very close relation to Bigfoot. So
Your second cousin.
I mean, why not?
So, Dr. Dan, coming in from Osky Dental, how are things going at Osky Dental these days?
Busy as all get out. We're adding some new staff because we're growing so big. So
nice.
Hopefully we have a new dentist coming in July.
Okay.
We're in the process of having a conversation about that. But no, it's been great team. A lot of fun, and we just enjoy what we do.
Okay. Yeah. So Osky Dental, of course, sponsoring our studios. Toothy, are you? All right. So Neil and I, of course, we do Toothy
He's
every
somewhere. He tried hanging.
Toothy's
just hanging out.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Toothy?
What are your thoughts?
Let's get it straight from the sponsor himself.
Anatomically.
Thank you. That's where we're going.
We want to pick your brain
There's
on
problems.
Toothy today.
I think it had a little too much sweets when it was younger, but other than that, at least they're holding the right end of the fuzzy stick to use in the morning.
We've just always been amazed how he doesn't have teeth. He has just two big,
one solid tooth.
And we're wondering, I made the comment a day or two ago that I think that'd be great. If I ever have to get implants or false teeth, just get one solid. I mean, you wouldn't get food between your teeth. Wouldn't that be great? There's got to be a reason for no.
Oh, there's a heck of a lot of reasons for no.
It would look awkward, for one.
No, the bone flexes.
Oh.
So if you had a solid piece going from one side to the other, especially on the lower, it will fracture.
Oh, I don't want that. Well, there goes my dream.
You got to have that flex appeal over there, Neil.
Hey, it's way easier to keep the ones God gave you.
Right, I'm sure.
Because he does a better job with manufacturing something to eat with than I do.
Okay. Well, giving credit where credit's due. There you go.
Toothy and his chompers over there.
The one solid tooth on top and bottom, and then the fact that he's only got one arm. Well, what do you think?
He's a one-armed tooth.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he runs around this place, tap dances and everything. I don't know how he does that with no feet.
Neil and I spend way too much time concentrating on Toothy. He's an interesting character. Yeah. The
different eye color is kind of interesting.
Different eye color.
Yeah.
From here, it looks like one's black, one's blue.
Oh, on the stuffed Toothy?
Then I thought maybe you guys were abusing it.
No.
Neil sleeps with it at night, so I don't know what goes on there.
Oh, boy. That just went horribly south.
Well, if that's his best hot date he can get.
Right. Hey, I'll
go
take
for
it. Why not? I mean, believe it or not, Toothy doesn't talk back. So, I mean.
Perfect date.
Yeah, and if he does, I'm leaving. I'm out.
And we've also, I don't know if you've listened here or watched recently, but your phone number has kind of gotten its own little jingle of its own here recently. You want to do it, Neil?
No.
You want me to,
No, not now. No.
You want me to bring Toothy up on the screen? So we'll make it less embarrassing for you.
It's not that.
Toothy! Toothy!
Hey, what's going on? Oh.
Can you sing the phone number for us?
Are you serious?
Yes,
You just wanted
do
me
it.
to come back in and do the stupid phone number? Wait, is my boss there right now? Oh, hey, boss. Love your show. Give Osky Dental a call. 641-673-4845.
Thanks, Toothy.
You bet.
That was awkward.
That was awkward? How? For who?
I don't... See,
Maybe
we
for
need to have
you.
a door slamming sound effect,
Right.
as if Toothy just left the
I need to
studios.
find that one.
Toothy
Again,
left
we
the
are totally
building.
totally obsessed with Toothy here on Just Another Morning Show. We're coming to you live from the Osky Dental Studios. Dr. Dan hanging out with us.
At least for today. I don't know. Maybe after today, Dan's going to change his mind. I don't know.
So, do you guys? I can't remember. Do you guys have Fridays off regularly?
No, we have every other Friday off.
Okay.
But anybody that's a patient can call me.
Yeah.
I go in at any hour of the day, any day of the week. It doesn't matter. If they got
So
an emergency, I'm there. But
a long Memorial Day weekend wouldn't.
Yeah, it's kind of strange how the office manager seems to pick those days perfectly for a 4-day weekend. I'm not complaining now.
Yeah, really.
But it is nice to have a Friday off to get some of the stuff done because the business side of dentistry doesn't wait for anybody's. The Fridays that I'm off. I mean, I got out of the office last night at about, I think it was 8.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a day to
I
recoup.
think it was 39 patients yesterday.
Oh my. Yikes.
That's a lot.
Wow.
You go roughing around quite a bit.
Yep. Now, all right. So let's get a little bit more serious. We're heading into the Memorial Day weekend. Now, you've served our country.
Yes.
Now, what are your thoughts heading into this Memorial Day weekend? I'm sure it gets a little bit more serious for you than most people.
I've lost a couple people overseas.
Yeah.
That was not fun by any means, but it's a great weekend. It's a great time. The weather's fantastic. Enjoy those weekends because the guys that gave everything over there are the reason you get days like this.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't forget the underlying reason for the memorial because a lot of good people, very young people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's something. And I think we got 5 or 6 family members getting deployed in the next 4 months.
Oh my.
Wow.
So.
And all your boys are serving the country, right?
Yeah. Alec is getting ready to do a 6-month tour overseas. Nate is ready to do a 9-month tour overseas. Aiden's on worldwide deployment at this point. If a hot spot pops up, he goes. I got a niece that is going overseas and a nephew that's going overseas.
Wow. Yeah.
So we have a lot of military family, but God help us when we get together. The sentence enhancers do fly.
I am sure. I can imagine.
Well, we appreciate what you've done for our country and what your family's doing as well currently. So, yeah.
And I think it's important to bring that up. You know, most people just look at it as it's a freebie holiday. We get Monday off. It's a kickoff to summer, and that's how a lot of it is. portrayed out there and advertisements and everything. It's the kickoff to summer, but know.
Do you realize that when vets get together, they never talk about the dark stuff?
Sure.
They talk about the funny stuff. And some of the stories that come up are quite entertaining. Alec just gave me one just here a couple of weeks ago. He was skydiving. They do a halo jump. So they jump out at 30,000 feet.
Okay.
High wind. It was borderline on whether they should be jumping. So they jump out, and the parachutes that you wear when you're special ops, you're going down, and it gives you a lot of forward momentum so you can kind of fly. He was going backwards.
Oh, man.
But when he came down to land, he landed just perfect. He said, I flared. He said, God couldn't put me down as gentle as I touched the ground. And I said, so? And I said, high wind? And he goes, yeah. I said, did you remember something? He goes, no. And what you do in high wind, you detach one side, and then the canopy will deflate.
Okay.
He didn't want to pick it up over the cactus and everything else. So God decided to teach him a lesson by refilling the canopy, shot him up in the air 30 feet, and slammed him down in a calculus.
Oh, no, after you. Oh, my.
So then he still didn't remember, so God thought he just put a punctuation mark on that and drug him 30 feet through the cactus.
Oh.
At that point, he did remember to detach. And I said, well, technically you jumped once but landed twice. Do you get credit for 2 jumps?
Right, exactly.
The sergeant said no.
Oh,
nasty.
Man, that's too bad.
And his guys were really concerned. God, geez, are you all right? And he comes up, he goes, yeah, a little sore. He goes, that was awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yep.
But that's military guys always have kind of a warped sense of humor. So we have a lot of fun on a lot of aspects.
Yeah. Again, we're hanging out with Dr. Dan Schuster from Osky Dental. Let's get the last of our commercials out of the way. We'll have some fun. We'll get into the rest of our things you need to know. We'll buzz through some other segments as well. Dan will hang out with us. Are you in with us for the long haul today? We'll go up till about 9 o'clock.
I probably could fit it in.
All right. See if you can squeeze it into your schedule. Yeah. All right. So hang out with us. We got more with Dr. Dan coming up. And more with Just Another Morning Show. The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson Street, Sigourney, is a locally owned specialty ice cream shop, which also serves sandwiches and appetizer-style foods. Try one of their many delicious Savage Swirls, a Tenderloin, a Savage Right, salads, nachos, sides, and drinks. It's all at Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson, Sigourney. Follow them on Facebook and find the link to order online. And be sure to try the Steve Shetler Media Flavor of the Week at Walker Drive-Thru.
If you like red, white, and blue wine from Tassel Ridge Winery but prefer sweet white wines, try our Star Spangled White. Star Spangled White's a sweet white wine made entirely from Edelweiss grapes. Chill a bottle of Star Spangled White and sip it as you watch the sunset. Tassel Ridge Star Spangled White wine is available at our more than 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa. Look for the displays of Tassel Ridge wine where you shop. If the store doesn't offer Star Spangled White, ask the manager to get it for you.
Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
And we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank, of course, Osky Dental for sponsoring our studios. Of course, we're live and local in the Osky Dental Studios above Barnwired here in downtown Sigourney on the south side of the square. So, yeah, we're hanging out with Dr. Dan from Osky Dental. And we were getting into some things you need to know earlier. Let's go ahead and hit that things you need to know music again, and we'll get back into it. All right. So, yeah, actually, Neil, you and I were talking about how November is No Shave November for men. But now they're trying to do something called No Mow May. Like you don't mow your lawn.
That's the dumbest sounding
in
thing.
May. They say the idea is you're letting flowers and grass grow for pollinators and water retention. And then they also say if you want to keep it going in June, it's called Let It Bloom June. I mean, your lawn's going to be.
Here's the thing.
Up to your shoulders.
We're in Sigourney. I'm pretty sure. Don't they have an ordinance?
There is an ordinance
that you have to mow it after a certain height. So.
Yeah. And how many people mow their flower bed?
Right. That's just it.
Yeah.
This sounds ridiculous. I don't know.
That's a thing. Yeah, that's like, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches.
It gets pretty long.
You're totally no selling that over there, by the way. Yeah. And then they're going to come and mow it for you anyway. Let's go to Universal Orlando. Their Epic Universe is officially opening to the public this weekend. It's a theme park that includes Super Mario World, Harry Potter, and How to Train Your Dragon sections to this Universal Orlando Epic Universe. So maybe a vacation destination. Does that interest you guys at all?
Only if I want to vomit. Have you ever been on that Harry Potter ride?
No.
Oh, good Lord.
Really?
I'm a pilot, and that got me to. I was borderline.
A little bit queasy.
Yep.
Really?
We were talking about roller coasters here a while back of where do you prefer to sit on a roller coaster, front, middle, or back?
I want the front. I'm the pilot, man. Let's go.
You gotta be.
See,
you gotta be in control.
We're to the point where we're not even sure if we could handle roller coasters anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't been. Think of the bright part. If you vomit, everybody else knows.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's the.
We used to go to Adventureland like every year, but we haven't been there in a few years, so I don't know what a roller coaster, how my body would react to it anymore.
You're getting to the age where your back's going to tell you.
Yeah.
And regret it the next day.
Let's see here. Other things you need to know. It's Memorial Day weekend, so that means it's a big racing weekend. Indy 500 weekend. Today they're going to hold. Actually, they're going to hold the first ever Weenie 500, where all 6 of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles will be racing at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That'll be at 1 o'clock on Fox Sports. Fans can catch highlights from the race during Sunday's Indy 500 pre-race show.
Wow.
The Wienermobile race.
So apparently ratings are down. And
they're desperate for content.
That's too bad because, wow, that does not excite me at all.
Driving the Wienermobile.
You weren't excited when it came through Sigourney here? What was it?
Well, that was different.
8 years ago? Because that was like in person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I mean, it changes everything.
Yeah. And then, like we mentioned too here, I think earlier this week, some racers every once in a while will try to do the Indy 500 and the NASCAR.
The other one, yeah.
It used to
Michigan
be the Coca-Cola
500.
600 or something.
Is it Michigan 500 or something like that?
I'm not sure.
That's just it. I don't follow
But
it enough anymore.
back-to-back long races. I don't know if anybody's trying that this year or not. But
I'm sure somebody is.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot of driving. Miley Cyrus sharing that she suffered an ovarian cyst rupture when she co-hosted a New Year's Eve special with Dolly Parton to ring in 2023. That had to be kind of a crazy situation there. I don't know if that's just now coming out or this was just listed on my stuff for today, but yeah, that's nasty. Guy named... I know you're a big ESPN watcher, Neil.
Oh,
you
yes.
Just have it on 24 hours a day.
That's me.
He doesn't know sports at all. Do you ever watch ESPN, Dan?
There's the channel for that.
See?
Only if UFC. I do watch it for UFC.
All right. So Stan Verrett must be one of their announcers. Going to be missing from ESPN this summer. Network not renewing his contract.
Oh, no.
So Stan, hit the road. How would you like to have Kim Kardashian as your lawyer?
I wouldn't want her as anything.
Oh, come on.
No, I wouldn't. Nope. I know where you're going, and no, I wouldn't.
After attending law school for the past 6 years, Kim Kardashian has passed the bar and is now officially an attorney.
And law school's only 3 years.
Took her 6.
She was on the extended program.
Yes.
So
doubly qualified.
I'm guessing why. Probably because wasn't the dad somehow?
Yeah, he was in the OJ case,
right? So maybe it was more of a because dad did it.
Maybe
she doesn't scream lawyer to me.
I don't think she'll ever have to rely on being an attorney for money. That's just the thought there,
right?
Happy Gilmore. I don't know if I've actually ever seen the original Happy Gilmore. You guys?
Man, that was a good movie.
Neil,
I don't know if I've watched it from beginning to end.
Okay,
but I've seen every part of it.
There is a Happy Gilmore 2 coming out on Netflix on July 25th. There's some early buzz saying that it's a pretty good movie. So yeah, if you're a fan of Happy Gilmore, the original, put that on your calendars, July 25th for Happy Gilmore 2. Tariffs. Mattel says they're bumping up their prices for their toys because of the tariffs going on with Donald Trump. Nike also has announced a price increase, like they need to.
Right.
They sell their shoes so expensive. They say their shoes are going to go up $5 to $10 per pair of shoes. So, I mean, they could reduce their prices and it wouldn't affect them at all.
No.
So, yeah, I haven't bought Nikes in a while. I'm just kind of I get generic shoes anymore. I'm getting to that age where I don't care.
Comfortable shoes. That's what you look for.
Well, and it's been a good few months since I bought a Mattel toy, so I guess I'm not too worried about this story. I'm good.
You haven't. What was it yesterday? We were talking about when we were playing
Hot
with
Wheels.
cars. Yeah,
Yep.
Hot Wheels.
So
and
yeah,
stuff
what was
like
it?
that.
Hot Wheels, and they were the main. They were the top dogs. It was Hot Wheels and Matchbox.
Yeah.
I think Mattel is Matchbox. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A couple more things here on things you need to know. Dolly Parton has introduced her own line of frozen foods inspired by her favorite Southern comfort foods. I bet this would
I'm
be
sure
good.
it's good.
I bet this would be good. Good old Dolly. And then finally, members of University of Maryland's class of 2025 receiving their diplomas last night after a commencement speech from Kermit the Frog.
What?
Kermit the Frog here.
Oh, boy.
I wonder how long it took to book him.
Yeah.
Where was Miss Piggy?
Oh.
I don't know. Commencement speech from Kermit the Frog. Who gave speeches when you graduated? Do you remember anything from graduation?
Sorry. I'm sure it was great.
I'm guessing, Dan, that you were the valedictorian.
No, I was a guy that was gone. I don't go to graduations.
Oh, really?
Very, any of the ones that I was supposed to attend, other than dental school, because I was forced. But
yeah,
other than that, no.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who.
I'm trying to think who spoke. Yeah,
it wasn't Kermit. I know that.
Kermit.
Well, that narrows it down.
Because I would remember Kermit the Frog. So
no celebrities were booked at the Sigourney High School graduation for that year.
Unfortunately, no.
Let's go to the impossible
Today's
question.
impossible
question. There we go. Sometimes I wonder how long I could hold my breath for that one. Impossible!
Oh, I thought you were going to do it right there.
No. 63% of men say that they've never used one of these. What are we talking about? I mean, that's
not a big question.
Generic and wide open as you can get. 63% of men say that they have never used one of these. What are we talking about?
Okay.
Let's go to the comments quick. Boy, we're an hour and 41 minutes into this show, and we're just now getting to the comments.
I know.
Back at the beginning of the show, it was Dan, Bubby, Amber, Sandy, Anthony, Jackie, Peg, Eloise, Dixie, Sherry, Pat. Tamara Schuster was in the comments. She says she walked beans.
So once we get to the question of the day, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah. Let's see here. We also have Bruce, Jennifer, Molly, my classmate Molly in the comments, Brandy, and Nancy all in there. Good morning to everybody. Today's impossible question. There's no way you guys are going to get this. 63% of men say that they've never used one of these. Does anybody want to take any guesses?
There's a slug of things you can say on this one.
Anthony Schilling is commenting hairbrush. He has never used a hairbrush.
I have used a hairbrush.
I have not used a brush in several years.
Right.
That's surprising.
I'm going to say, the sky's the limit on this one.
Yeah.
What is it?
It is a shoehorn. You ever use a shoehorn to slip your foot into your shoe?
I don't know.
I don't think I have.
Back in the day, that's because most of you didn't have a lot of tennis shoes. You only wore them in the gym. All the shoes you were wearing were leather.
So they were just harder to get on.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, I think I remember as a kid one time asking my grandfather, what is that?
It's when you grow. There's shoe horns are used for parents when the kid is outgrowing the shoe, but you don't have the money for the next size up.
There you go.
You just cram squeeze that little puppy in there.
Well, that question, there was no way I was ever going to get that.
No.
Wow.
Shoehorn. Dan, while you're sitting here, let's get your opinion on some of our stuff for the day.
Tamara, I'm already on it. I made a note of it. The other day, I made a note, and she's already in the comments. Ask Dan. I'm like, I'm on it.
How could she ask Dan when I left? She was still sleeping in the bed.
She was kidding.
Seriously.
No, she was ready. So what we could go through is the best and worst jobs because.
Oh, okay.
That was the question of the day.
Let's just go through stuff, and then we'll get to what you're talking about. So our this or that for today is YouTube or TikTok. Do you have any preference?
I typically would watch YouTube more than I watch TikTok.
Okay. Do you have a TikTok account? Do you do TikTok?
I think it's on my phone.
I think it's.
I don't have TikTok, so yeah, rarely. I was saying all I get on TikTok for is to get my 1 minute with Bob videos. So
the problem that you run into is so many times you don't know how factual the stuff is. It's just, it's just, and I don't want to waste. It's a waste of time for me.
Yep. Question of the day: what was your best and worst summer job?
Best job, I would say dairy farmer.
Okay.
I did that all growing up. Worst job, delivering the newspapers in Chicago inner city.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
It got me to run a lot faster, though, so that was actually good.
Wow.
You grew up in Chicago then?
No, I grew up in Dubuque, but when I was going to my first school that I went to was electronics. As a side job, when I had extra time, I would take and deliver, the little news things that we get in the advertiser, things like that. Yeah, so we would take those and we'd go to... So it's like, okay, here's your bag, and Here's some mace if you need it.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your running shoes on? Good. Oh, yeah, you've done this before.
Was it on foot or on bike?
Foot.
Foot. Okay.
They drop a bunch of us off, and we just go door to door to door.
Terrifying. How old were you for that?
I was, let's see, at that time I would have been probably around 20, 19, 20.
Okay.
So during this question earlier, Tamara had commented, an hour ago. So I'm not sure how asleep she really was. Anyway, she had commented one of the worst jobs was walking beans. Also, or she walked beans. I guess she didn't say it was her worst summer job. I think it was horrible, but I had to do it every year. So when she commented that, I looked over at my notes, and she is really wanting us to hear about this pheasant story.
Oh.
That's all it took, I guess. There you go.
It's clean.
Okay.
but it'll give you a good indication that there's always somebody watching out for us. I was driving to work, and just before the Musconkie Bridge by the Musconkie Marsh, just before that bridge, I was like, oh, where's this? And something moved over here, so I reached to grab it. And as soon as I reached over, there was this huge bang, and the chair just flew back, everything else, the side window was open. A pheasant flew through the car at 60, hit the dead center of my headrest. That was, visibility went to nothing. I couldn't see anything out the front window.
Oh.
So
were there feathers everywhere or what?
Pardon?
Were there feathers everywhere or what?
It was feathers.
All right.
It hit the back headrest, shot it up against the header, and then it was crammed back in the back window down there. So I'm trying to finally get control of the car. I'm looking out the window driving, and I finally stop, and then I notice it's feathers coming out. And I'm like, what in the hell just happened? I said, something hit me. And if I had not moved over, that would have hit me dead center of my head.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd have killed you.
Yeah.
Dead by a pheasant flying into your vehicle.
When I sold that car 12 years later, I sold it to a young man that needed a car, but I thought I'd detail it good for him. I could still find feathers in that car.
Jeez. I did not expect that story to go the way it did. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I was telling a pheasant story
Yeah.
here somewhat recently, and it's nowhere near that.
Wow.
I just had a pheasant come up out of the ditch and kind of ran into my car and got its head stuck in like a plastic part of the siding. And basically, I was just dragging a dead pheasant along with me on the road.
Was he Japanese?
It might have been.
Kamikaze. That makes
crazy.
sense.
That is a good story.
Oh, man. Well,
so we finally got the pheasant story.
Finally got it, Tamara.
Yeah. It's not very nice for the shorts part, but you know.
Right, I'm sure. But yes, now you can go back to bed, Tamara. It's good.
Finally, on our daily stuff, let's go back to that. Our tournament is cereal for this month. Lucky Charms versus Frosted Flakes. This is our championship matchup in this tournament. Which one would you go with?
Wait a minute. Who was Lucky Charms up against? Cheerios?
Yeah.
Was it?
Lucky Charms won by 1 vote.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't vote.
Yep.
I'll take Frosted Flakes.
Me neither.
Okay. I'm going Frosted Flakes too.
Yep.
Neil's Frosted Flakes.
I like the Lucky Charms, but they just don't have enough marshmallows because I get done picking.
Gosh.
I get done picking them out, then you throw them the rest away.
Neil doesn't like the marshmallows.
I can't stand the marshmallows in any of the cereals because
they're dried out.
Well,
like
yeah,
crazy.
I mean, you got to let them things soak.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I grew up in a family where my mom was very adamant about not giving us sugar and having 32 sweet teeth in my mouth.
Right.
I was getting it wherever I could.
Give me your sugar.
Oh, man.
All right, so that's our daily stuff that we put up on Facebook. What else do we... I think we got through everything else here. We got just like 10 minutes left in the show. Let's run through some weird news stories super quick.
You said something about you had a good one.
Let's see. All right, we'll get to it here.
Okay.
Let me hear it. Hit the weird news sounder.
That is weird.
All right. Now we can officially do it.
Now.
Weird news. Alabama. Traffic on a major Alabama highway came to a standstill when an alligator made its way across U.S. Highway 98, causing a temporary disruption, drawing attention from drivers and local authorities. So I'm assuming that's probably not too uncommon in Alabama.
Well,
No, it's not going to come in Louisiana because Jeremiah Green lives down there. And he goes, yeah, try to explain to your insurance company that your car's totaled because you drove over an alligator.
That'd be a really good story, though. I mean, I'm just saying.
It lurched out from the side.
Right.
It would rank right up there with a pheasant flying into,
I don't know
into
if
your car.
I don't know if anything would rank with that. That's nuts.
All right, so this is my weird news story of the day that goes up at 1 o'clock. This is the headline: Woman's mysterious pain traced to forgotten tampon. What? A woman suffering from months of unexplained pain and swelling discovered the cause was what they call a retained tampon.
It's because you're lazy and forgot, lady.
They have a medical code for that?
They say this is a mistake doctors say is more common than people realize. In an interview with the New York Post, the unnamed woman...
Really? She didn't want to be known?
Yeah. Shared how she endured discomfort, pressure, and bleeding for nearly half a year. This went on for 6 months before doctors found the source during an internal exam. She forgot it in there.
And right in there pretty much defines humans a lot of times, because I'll get them, they'll call me at 2 a.m. I'm like, how long's it been hurting? 2 years.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
just
said,
can't
and
take it
I'm like,
anymore.
and somehow you found your way clear to call me at 2 a.m.
Exactly.
It became an emergency at 2 a.m. Before that, it was fine.
Medical experts explain that retained tampons, I just love saying
how
that.
they call it.
Retained tampons can lead to infections such as toxic shock syndrome or other complications if left untreated. So
that was big in the 70s.
Yeah, toxic shock
Not the
syndrome.
retained part.
Okay,
Toxic shock
I was going to say, what? And how do you know?
Now, I could believe it would have happened more in the 60s.
Sure.
Since we're running short on time,
Wow.
we'll just buzz to this next story. Since you're in here, Dan, this is a dental story. They say dentists, and we'll get your opinions on this. Dentists explain why you shouldn't rinse after brushing. So here's a little bit of what the story says. Dental professionals are advising people to stop rinsing their mouths with water immediately after brushing, explaining that doing so can reduce the effectiveness of fluoride. Thoughts?
Yes.
Correct.
That is true, but there's other things coming out. Have you heard in the news that some of the states are outlawing fluoride?
Yes.
Yeah, we just read that the other day.
Yeah, because of the daily exposure of fluoride actually causes brain damage.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
It affects the cognitive nature of kids when they're growing up. So, I've been looking at this whole paradigm,
Wow.
Because hands down, it helps kids with, reduce cavities. Okay, great. You're cavity free, but you're brain damaged.
Right.
Like, what do you...
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
think it
just
was...
that concessive use of it. Like if you're getting fluoride once every 6 months, that's not that big a deal because you got one exposure.
Right.
But if you're doing it every day, fluoridated water, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was Utah that was
Utah.
the second state. Was it Florida, the other one?
Florida, Utah, and I think Arkansas went that way.
Okay.
That surprises me. Arkansas did.
Well, yeah,
Wouldn't think they'd care.
Saving 1 or 2 teeth.
Right. I mean, seriously.
Dang it. Our Arkansas viewership just tanked.
They're like, only got the 2 left. I don't want to lose them.
Hit me with the fluoride, doctor. We also had another story recently, dental related, about how some woman had gone in just to have like a tooth extracted, and she ended up like they broke her jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have osteoporosis,
okay,
that's always some people are very attached to their teeth, and they don't want to let them go. So it's always a bit of a struggle.
Oh.
You give me a 20-year-old male farm kid, drinks a lot of milk, just put a stick of dynamite in there and get it out that way. It's way easier.
Weren't you telling the story?
So, yes, I went to, apparently a shady dentist office. And I'm not even going to say where. But
Can I ask, what was your role in this office?
Well, so I had went for I don't even remember if I wasn't there because I was in any pain or anything, just for a regular checkup.
Oh, you were there as a patient?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
I was a patient.
I thought you were working
And
there.
while they were in there, they noticed and made the comment to me, "Hey, did you know your wisdom teeth all came in?" I said, "No, I was told years and years ago I won't have wisdom teeth." Well, you've got them, and on this lower side, it had actually came in and it was taken over, and it had crushed the molar in front of it, and it was cracking it, something. And they're like, "We need to remove that." All right. I mean, I really didn't care. It's like, cool, do whatever. I am not kidding you. Do you guys have vice grips in your office?
Oh, I got a ton of them. We call them forceps.
Yeah, because I see a farm kid. I see a pair of vice grips coming to my mouth. I'm like, what is going on here? And then all of a sudden I feel him. He's got his knee up against my shoulder, and he just. I said, "Take it out." No, nothing. He just boom.
When I started, there was a dentist over in Osky that was still would be on top of you and put a knee in your chest, on your chest, and that's how they used to.
That's what this felt like, just from the side, though.
Yeah, he put it on your chest and start yanking from that way.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Although we call it extraction.
Right. It sounds better.
Or luxating.
It sounds much better that way. Whew.
I'm over here trying to find my good news story of the day, and I sure can't find it today. So.
Oh. Well.
Oh, there it is. All right. All right, I got my good news. Let's bring up, and I'm going to remember my sponsor today.
Good deal.
Every once in a while, I'll forget to bring up the handsome face of Jay Dennis, which we have certified that he is a nice guy.
Yes.
Jackie in the comments yesterday says Jay's a nice guy, so we're going to take her word for it. Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, where Medicare is made easy. Thanks to Jay for sponsoring our good news, which goes up on my Facebook page each weekday morning at 7:45. So maybe you guys went away from the live video and you went and read the good news story, which we haven't hit the good news sounder yet, Neil.
Oh.
I almost forgot to do that. Let me get to, there we go.
Good news. Good news.
Good news, again, brought to us by Jay Dennis. Here is the headline. Dry cleaner offers free services to job seekers, asks only to pay it forward. So here's a little bit of the story. A dry cleaner in South Carolina making headlines for offering free services to unemployed individuals preparing for job interviews, asking only that they pay it forward once that they're back on their feet. His name is Don Chapman. He is the owner of a place called First Class Cleaners, and this is in Goose Creek, South Carolina.
Goose Creek.
Posted a sign outside of his shop that reads, "If you're unemployed and need an outfit cleaned for a job interview, we will clean it for free." So
wow,
that's
nice.
pretty cool.
That is very nice.
So way to go. What's his name? Don. Good old Don.
Goose Creek.
Good old Donnie and Goose Creek.
Goose Creek.
Let's go to Don and Goose Creek on the phone lines this morning. That'd be kind of fun to say.
It would be.
The courthouse is saying that it's 9 o'clock,
It's
which
always,
actually means it's 8:58.
Right.
It's always 2 minutes
I didn't realize
early.
that bell was still working.
The bell
Yep.
rings. Clock doesn't work, but the bell rings.
It's awkward though, because years ago it used to be on the hour,
Right.
half hour, and was that it?
Yeah, it still does.
Okay, because one day I know that I was outside and I didn't hear it at the half hour mark, but it, whatever 45, then it did. I'm like, do we do this quarterly? And I didn't know that, or
Well, they used to do it where I grew up. The town 6 miles away, they would turn on the fire siren at noon.
Yeah.
So everybody knew it was noon.
Right.
Yeah.
If you'd be out in the field.
It was either noon or it was the zombie apocalypse. You never knew which.
Yeah, I've always struck out on the zombie apocalypse. I'm ready for it, but it just doesn't seem to show up.
So is he.
I'm coming to Dan's house when the zombie apocalypse. Is there a secret knock I need to have for you to let me in?
Good God, don't let the dogs loose.
Let's get one last look at our forecast before we get out of here for today. Let's hit that weather sounder. Neil can jog over to the weather lab where he mixes up the forecast every day. Neil, what do you got for us?
A fantastic forecast is what this is. A Memorial Day weekend made just for you by the Garden Gate. Today, mostly sunny, a high near 69, 48 overnight with mostly cloudy skies. Partly sunny tomorrow, 69 for a high. More clouds tomorrow night, and 50 and 68 on Sunday under partly sunny skies. That's it. I mean, that's
it's
an
a
easy
Butte,
forecast.
Clark.
Where'd the 80s go?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We're working our way back up.
Yeah,
It's going to take a little bit.
Don't give me a 92-degree day and then throw me back at 50
know.
degrees.
This is
I mean,
messing with us.
Yeah,
I realize Mother Nature's bipolar, but get her
Yeah.
some meds.
Right.
We had Brooke and Grayson from the Sigourney Municipal Pool.
Yes.
earlier this morning, and not hot enough for the pool to open. So, and it's not going to be hot enough for a while yet because it's only low 70s well into next week. So,
but see, they should keep it open and then advertise it as a cold plunge. That's one of the bigger things going on.
Yeah,
we should do that.
Take a
we
cold
should
plunge.
do it. How many want to get in on a cold plunge? And all proceeds will go to something. I don't care. Neil,
Sure.
That's fine. I'll take it.
48-degree water in the morning after my workout.
That's chilly. That's a chilly start to the day. Well, I think we're going to get out of here. Again, if you're watching, you can join us here in a little bit, 2.5 hours for the Iowa Music Showcase. We'll be live at Barn Wired, which is just below us. That's our sign to them to let them know that we're coming.
We're almost done.
They're like, oh, no.
We'll be hanging out at Barn Wired from 11:30 to noon for the Iowa Music Showcase. I'll be back there tomorrow morning along with my host, Jenny Hobbs, for the sports section. We've got, again, Aiden Galendo from Kyoto Boys Track and Carly Goodwin making her return from a year at UNI. She'll be on the show, and we'll get a recap of what college softball has been like. We thank Brooke and Grace Geringer for being in earlier during the 7 o'clock hour from the Sigourney Pool. We thank Dr. Dan for hanging out with us once again.
Always fun.
We're going to do this like every 2 weeks now. Is
It's up to you.
Come in and hang out
If
with
you want
us.
me to drag down the conversation, I'm more than happy to.
It's always fun. Neil and I are always here, so it's fun to have a third voice here hanging out with us.
It helps. It helps with our morale. Because we get tired of looking at each other.
I'm not certified for psych issues. You understand that, right?
Yes, therapy. We should open up the phone lines. Therapy with Dr. Dan.
Neil's therapy. That'd be a new one.
Maybe Donnie from Goose Creek could call in. All right. We're out of here. We'll see you guys back here for just another morning show on Monday.
Tuesday.
Tune in then.
We'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah, we're taking Monday off. Bye.